Oh, Grandma Rose.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen.
Come on in here.
Okay.
You know what day it is today?
6 days before Christmas.
6 days before Christmas. Okay.
All right.
All right, you get to draw. Every Christmas we do this, the 12 gift days before Christmas.
All right.
She gets to pull a gift every day.
Usually I feel today the first one my hand goes on is what I'm going to get. All right.
That's your gift.
Okay. Wow. All right. You got pretty wrapping paper, baby.
Yep.
How beautiful. Y'all look at that. It's Fitz and Floyd Classics Father Noel. Handcrafted china. Y'all look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
I try to give her a pretty plate every year.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
This would be so pretty to put my little goodies on.
It will. It will.
This is beautiful. Mwah. Thank
Love you,
baby.
Grandma Rose.
Love you, darling.
Come to Grandma Rose's Open Pantry YouTube channel. And please, please remember to subscribe.
And share.
And share.
All right, y'all. We're going to go to the kitchen and I'm going to fix y'all something good today. So, all right.
Welcome to Grandma Rose's Open Pantry YouTube channel. And here is Grandmama. How are you doing, Grandmama?
I'm wonderful this morning. Y'all, I usually try things in front of y'all, but I wasn't sure how this one was going to work. So I got up early this morning and I went ahead and I made 3. And I'm going to tell you what I made in a minute. Y'all have heard of the ham and cheese sliders where you use the Dijon mustard, the Worcestershire, the deli ham.
I love them things.
You make them out of the Hawaiian rolls. Well, I bought a pack of the Hawaiian rolls the other day, and I am going to make it for my family for Christmas. But when I do that, when I do things that are full fat, not full fat, but full
high carb.
High carb. People that are low carb, they say, well, can we do this? Can we do this? And so I thought, well, this morning I'm going to try to come up with an alternative to this. And I'm sure there are keto rolls out there that you can use, but I didn't have time to go back, look up all that, and try to get the ingredients. So what I thought was I would make some keto biscuit and just have, instead of like the sliders, these are just going to be my ham and Swiss biscuit. So, and it's going to have your same sauce over it that I would have put over my Hawaiian rolls. So I've got a cup of almond flour here. Now these biscuits were wonderful. They were so good this morning. We've got salt, we've got 1 egg, we've got sour cream, we've got baking powder. That's all that goes in it. So I'm gonna crack 1 egg. Well, tell you what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna put my almond flour in. That's 1 cup of almond flour. Now, I've got a little extra almond flour here, and because I had to add a little extra this morning, and the recipe says if it's not quite thick enough to go ahead and add a little bit more, and I did. But I was halving the recipe, so the recipe calls for 1 whole egg, and I put 1 whole egg in my half recipe, which made me have to add more. So, all right, 1/4 cup of, let me do my baking powder first. All right, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm going to put that in with my almond flour, and I'm going to stir it around really well. And I've got my oven set on 350 degrees, and I'm telling you, y'all, these are really good. The texture was good. I mean, it was, and we ate it with, I tell you what, well, we ain't got no more. We ate them.
We ate them.
I made 3 and we ate them. But I put a piece of bacon. We cut them open and put bacon in them. It was so good. All right, 1/4 cup of sour cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. All right. Now this is your fat. Instead of butter, lard, anything like that, your sour cream is your fat. All right, 1 egg. Oh, salt. I gotta get my salt out. All right, I'm gonna mix this up. You just take a spoon, get over in here, baby, so they can see what I'm doing. And it's gonna be thick. It's gonna be a thick batter. But you just mix it all together. Let me go ahead and put my, oh, I got my salt right here. 1 teaspoon of, let's see, no, 1/4. Whoa, I almost got them. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm using pink Himalayan salt. All right. Now, my half recipe this morning made 3. I don't know, this is gonna make 6. Might. But you just mix it up really good, and you want it thick, like this. This is how you want it. And that's how it looks. How mine looked this morning. Let me make sure. 1 egg, 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and finely ground almond flour. You don't want almond meal. You want finely ground almond flour. I'm going to put just a little bit more, just a little bit of almond flour in there. Okay, now then. That looks perfect. Okay. I've got my...
Did you get your salt?
I did.
Okay.
My trusty... Y'all look at this. This is what I call my biscuit pan. It's a pizza pan.
It's old as I am, isn't it?
It's old as, it's 100 years old. I've had it, I guess, ever since we've been married. And this is what I always made biscuit on. But you can also see little grooves where I cut pizza. It's my pizza pan and my biscuit pan. So,
maybe it'll make it a few more years.
I hope so. I think it will. I've got several pizza pans, but when I make biscuit, if I don't make it in my cast iron little pan over there, I make it in here. So, all right, now I'm gonna try to get 6. You just put it. Don't flatten them out. They're gonna flatten out just a little bit, but you just want them in mounds like this.
Because remember, we're going to be cutting them open and putting ham inside of them.
I don't know. This is gonna make this is only gonna make 5. Undoubtedly, I'm making them too big, but that's all right. You can double this recipe.
Or you can make smaller biscuits.
Or you make smaller biscuit. Yeah. Yeah.
The roll isn't very big. If you were using rolls.
No, it's not. And the original was for the little Tatum rolls. I don't know if y'all remember those, but they were little, they were just about that big. The original recipe was for rolls. They were about that big, and there was about 16 that came in a pack like that. And that was the original ones. But now everybody's gone to those Hawaiian rolls. So. And I don't even think you can buy those little, they were called T-A-T-U-M, T-A-T-U-T-U-M, something like that. All right, these are going in a 3, it made 5. These are going in a 350 degree oven for 15 minutes. Or that's how long I cooked mine this morning, was 15 minutes. So you see how they're supposed to look. All right, now while these are in the oven, I'm gonna set my timer. I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and I'm gonna get my sauce out and ready, get my ham and my Swiss cheese, and we'll be right back.
Grandma, those turned out pretty.
They did.
Look at that.
Okay.
Keto biscuits.
Keto biscuit. All right, y'all. Now I am going to make my sauce that goes over them. And if you know anything about the little ham and Swiss cheese sliders, you put them in a dish. You put your sauce over them, you cover them, you cook them. I've turned my oven up to 400 now. You cook them for just till your cheese melts, and then you take them out. In here, I have got 1/4 cup of melted butter. All right, to that, I'm going to put 1/4 teaspoon of, I'm going to use my long one because I'm about out and I got to, all right, that's 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. All right. Now, this one I'm just going to kind of guesstimate. This is Dijon spicy brown mustard. It's not Dijon. It's spicy brown, but it'll be good. So I'm going to put about, probably, that's 2 teaspoons, maybe, in there. And I'm going to whisk it up really well. Now I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire. And this is a 1/2 tablespoon, so I'm going to put 2 of these. That's about all I got. I got a little bit more. All right. Now this is going to be our sauce. And I'm going to put a little poppy seed. And I think I'll do like 1/4 teaspoon of poppy seed in there. And then I'm going to sprinkle some poppy seed over the top. Okay, now this is our sauce. I'm going to taste of it. Woo, that's good. Put a little bit more Dijon mustard. All right. And I'm going to put a little bit more garlic because we like garlic. About 1/8 teaspoon. So that's 1/4 and 1/8. That's not quite 1/2, so. All right. Now I'm going to taste of it. I'm using a different finger, y'all. Woo! Now, that's good. All right. Let me get all this out of the way. Then we're going to cut our biscuit. We're going to put them in here. I got my ham and my cheese right here. I'm gonna cut it. All right, I'm gonna cut my ham in 3 pieces. Now this is just deli ham. You can use whatever kind of ham you want. I'm gonna get my cheese. Let's see, we got 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'll just put it on there. All right. Now, I'm gonna get my biscuit over here. All right, let's try to cut one. Now I sprayed my pan before I put, look how pretty, isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I sprayed my pan before I put my biscuit in. All right.
Cut all the way through.
Mm-hmm. See that?
Look at that. That looks good.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna put my ham. These are kind of, I'm gonna do this. These are small. So I'm gonna put, that is 3 pieces of ham.
4 pieces.
4 pieces of ham. Now I'm gonna cut my cheese the same way. I'm gonna cut it in so it's about the same size as my ham. And I'm gonna put, you know what? I want to put a little bit of this on the bottom of my biscuit. Whew, look at that. I don't want to put too much because I don't want it to get soggy. And the almond flour biscuit may get soggy where your
wheat flour
will not. Okay. All right. Oh shoot.
Well,
they're fragile, y'all. Be careful with them. They're very fragile. Okay. But that's okay. These are just for me and Roy. All right. I fixed it. Look at there. All right, I'm going to do another one. Now, these are more fragile. Let them cool off a little bit. All right. I think I'm just going to hold it in my hand. Put a little bit on the bottom, a little bit on the top. Put my ham in there. Put 3 pieces of ham. Well, shoot. I meant to put a piece of cheese on the bottom.
And on the top?
And on the top, like that. Mm-hmm.
3 pieces or 4 pieces of ham? What did you put on the other one?
Whatever you want to put. It doesn't. I think I put 4 on that one and 3 on that one because that's a smaller biscuit. Do it the way you want to. It's just up to you. All right. Put a little bit.
They're going to disappear anyway.
They're going to disappear. You better believe it. All right. Now, well, don't let me forget my cheese. I'll put 2 pieces on the, these are kind of thin slices of cheese. All right. That's 3 pieces of ham. Because some of these pieces of ham are thicker than the others. So you just make yours the way you want to.
And if they're not worried about carbs, they can use the buns and do basically the same thing you're doing.
Sure, exactly the same.
Same recipe.
Yeah, yeah. But now remember, these are fragile.
Or you can do the ones in the buns for your guest, and you can do 5 of these for yourself.
Yep. Because you can have this recipe. I did it this morning, so. All right. I'm going to put, this is, all right, and cheese, all right. Okay, I got to make room for one more. There it is. It's a good thing this one's kind of small.
Well, we got the pan stretcher over there. If we have to stretch that glass pan, we just stretch it.
If you wait till these cool off a little bit, you can work with them a little bit better. All right.
You preheat that glass dish to 1,000 degrees and you can stretch it just about any way you want.
I bet you can. All right, ham, cheese. All right, well, I'll have to eat that other piece because I'm not going to put it in. All right. Now, I got to get it in here just right because I don't want it to break. Okay, there we go. All right, now, my butter is solidifying. Y'all look.
Better
But
microwave
that's okay. Oh, no, I'm just going to smear it on anyway, like this. Now, y'all, whew, this is so good. So good.
When she says, I'm going to do it anyway, it always reminds me of that Peanut song. Ate it anyway.
Ate it anyway.
Yeah, did it anyway.
Yep, ate it anyway. Ate it anyway just now. Okay. All right. Whew. Looking good, y'all. Okay. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of poppy seed on these. Just a little bit more, and you can put parsley on yours if you want to. Just up to you. All right. Now, we're going to cover these with foil, and I've got my oven on 400 degrees, and we're going to cook them for 10, 15 minutes just to let my cheese melt. Okay.
If you don't cover them, they're going to get too brown.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to set my oven on 10 minutes and then I'll check them. 10 minutes may be long enough for these. So if you're using the Hawaiian rolls, they say you do it a little bit different, but when you're using the almond biscuit, this is the way you would need to do it. So, all right, we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right, y'all. They were in the oven 15 minutes covered with aluminum foil. All right, so I I wanted to dry them out on top just a little bit. So I took the foil off and left them 5 minutes. So that was 20 minutes total. 15 minutes with the foil on, 5 minutes uncovered, just to dry them out a little bit.
At the same temperature.
Same temperature, 400 degrees.
Okay.
All right, now I probably should not bother these until they cool a little bit, but I'm gonna.
Well, we don't have to.
I'm gonna do it. No.
Ooh,
Y'all look at that.
that looks edible to me.
Look at that. Good gracious.
Got me some cheese pouring out of the middle.
Don't let it be said that you can't have good food on keto. I mean, you can be keto and you can be low carb and you can still have good food.
Yeah, we do keto dishes a lot of times, but really we're just doing it for low carb people. You don't have to be on keto.
Yeah, we are not strictly keto. No, I do keto dishes. I do low carb. I do low sugar. I do no sugar. I do
Gluten-free,
gluten-free.
everything healthy you can think of.
Yes. Now this is, so I try to do for all of you out there. This one is gluten-free, low carb,
Oh my.
just absolutely, y'all look at that. Now if you want to, you can push that little top back over it like that.
Don't tear it up before we get a picture.
Y'all look.
That looks great, honey.
Doesn't that look delicious?
Yep.
Get us a napkin. I want y'all. Woo! Look at this. Low carb, gluten free. Sure looks good to me. You ready, baby?
Good for the whole family.
You ready?
All right, I'm gonna let you go first.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna eat this one. And I want y'all to look how well they hold up. Look. I wasn't sure this morning how well they were gonna hold up, if they were gonna be crumbly, but
Yeah, but do they taste good? That's what we want
I'm
to know.
about to see. Woo, I'm about to see.
You had to get scissors to cut your cheese. And the result is...
Y'all see that cheese? You tell me. Y'all? Now that's good.
I don't know why you made such a show out of the cheese.
Y'all, let me tell you. You can make the wheat ones for your company, but if you're low carb, this is delicious. This is really good.
It is.
I was really apprehensive because sometimes almond flour is tricky, especially when you're doing things like this.
Is apprehensive a long word for worried? Anxious? Apprehensive.
Well, I wasn't anxious.
I'll have to remember that one.
All right, y'all. Make you some of these. They are they are really good. And the original recipe is Swiss cheese. If you don't like Swiss cheese, you can use some kind of a cheese that will melt good, like Swiss, like mozzarella or pepper jack. Pepper jack cheese would be wonderful with this.
Christmas time, Christmas morning opening packages, your breakfast, your brunch.
So good. So good.
That's
All
good.
right. It's delicious. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Make you some of these keto, Swiss cheese, and ham biscuit. Love y'all. Merry Christmas. Of course, I'm going to be doing more videos, but for those of y'all that don't see them, Merry Christmas. We love y'all. We appreciate you. Please, please, please share this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 40,000.
You tell them, girl.
And and the only way I can do that is if y'all share. So my goal
And
is
subscribe.
40,000 by the end of January. So I'm at 32, just a hair under 32 right now. Matter of fact, it's 31,988. It was just, I an hour ago. So y'all help me hit 40,000 by the end of January. So love y'all. See you next time.